What's up, guys? Today, top 10 WWE matches of all time. So, I don't want this video to be too long because it very well could be. So, I'm just going to more or less jump into it. Couple things before we get started. I started watching wrestling in about 2002 ish. It's kind of hard to pinpoint that exactly. So, with that going forward, there are going to be a couple of matches before the year 2002, but just kind of keep that in mind as you watch this video. Another thing, once again, I'm really going to try not to make this video too long, so I'm just going to give summaries of the matches, kind of just my personal reasons why I love these matches, why they're on this list. If you want to talk about them in more detail, let's talk about them in the comments below. Let's do it. Let's have some fun. All right, number 10. Triple H versus Batista at Vengeance 2005 Hell in a Cell. When a new star is being made from the ground up, it really is a great thing to see fans getting behind somebody. And this is where Batista really started his legacy inside Hell in a Cell. Properly brutal chains, chairs wrapped with barbed wire. If you haven't watched this match in a while, that chair does come into play quite a bit during this match. I really like that. And the ending is great. Whether you want to spin it as Triple H doesn't have the strength to hit Batista with a sledgehammer, or he just can't get it up in time to hit him. Batista bomb, 1, 2, 3. Batista's legacy really does start here. Number 9, Edge versus Daniel Bryan versus Roman Reigns, WrestleMania 37. So, this is the only match on this list affected by the fact that I was there live in person. My first WrestleMania, great experience. Getting back to the match, when a story and match quality really come together, it really is something great. It's a great build. It's a great payoff. That's exactly what this match was. And I really challenge you to go rewatch the Royal Rumble from that year. Go watch Daniel Bryan being screwed out of a match at Elimination Chamber, out of a match at Fastlane. How this comes to be a triple threat very logically. And then the big payoff at WrestleMania 37. Great stuff. Number 8, Triple H versus The Rock, SummerSlam 1998 Intercontinental Ladder Match. So, one of the first wrestling videos that I ever owned was a video called My Time, or It's Our Time. Sorry, It's Our Time. And it made me really like Shawn Michaels, but it made me really fall in love with Triple H. This video called My Time. Or It's Our Time. Excuse me, motherfucker. Alright, yeah, It's Our Time. And this video had highlights of this match. This match is properly brutal. It uses the ladder really well. And the end where Triple H is holding the Intercontinental Championship above his head with powder in his eyes. Just a great, heroic moment. Good stuff. All right, number 7, Edge and Christian versus the Dudleys versus the Hardy Boys. TLC match, WrestleMania 17. So, long before this was considered to be the greatest WrestleMania of all time, I had this on VHS, and I just thought it was the greatest thing in the world that I had a WrestleMania on VHS that I could watch whenever I wanted. So, getting back to the match, some matches are great just because they're train wrecks, just because they're car crashes, right? This match definitely lives up to that standard. The assist that each team gets during this match kind of cheapens it a bit, but they're fun. It's the Attitude Era. Still really good stuff. Really solid match. Number 6, Edge versus Kurt Angle, Judgment Day 2002. So, if there is a match on this list that is just authentically me, It's definitely this match. This is one of my earliest memories I have of watching wrestling on a weekly basis. And going back to watch this match makes it even more special because I already love Edge, but I really remembered how great of a wrestler Kurt Angle was because as a kid, he was just the guy that sucked, right? If you know, you know. But going back, just watching this match, it's very special for a lot of reasons. Yeah, that's why it's number 6. Number 5, Stone Cold Steve Austin versus The Rock, WrestleMania 17. So, as I told you guys before, earlier in the list, as I told you guys earlier in the list, WrestleMania 17 was the first WrestleMania that I ever watched. And I was no more than 10 years old. And I doubt I was even 10 years old, guys. So watching this match specifically with childlike wonder was absolutely amazing. I loved both guys, so I didn't know who to cheer for. And I knew even by this point that Mr. McMahon was really evil. Just a really just a bad person. So to see Austin not be able to quite put The Rock away to get Mr. McMahon's help and win the match, I was just in awe as a child when I first watched this when I was like 8, 9, maybe. Number 4, Shawn Michaels versus Ric Flair, WrestleMania 24. So 2007/2008 will always be my favorite years in wrestling. As stupid as this sounds, this is just me, but those somewhere around that time is, I want to say 2007, maybe late 2007 was when I got cable TV in my house for the first time. I was watching Raw every Monday, ECW every Tuesday, TNA every Thursday, where I get introduced to wrestlers like AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, Motor City Machine Guns, Beer Money, Abyss, the list goes on. TNA was really great back then. At least I thought it was as a 11, 12-year-old. Just great stuff. And of course, I was watching SmackDown every Friday. And in 2008, we got what I consider to be my favorite WrestleMania of all time, WrestleMania 24. Ric Flair put on a really good match considering his age, and Shawn Michaels just added another great match in his WrestleMania catalog. Yeah, number 4. Number 3, The Undertaker versus Batista, Backlash 2007 in a last man standing match. Just 2 heavyweights fighting over the World Heavyweight Championship. These are 2 guys that really knew how to use the stipulation to their advantage. And if there was ever a reason for a last man standing match to end in a draw, it was this, just literally being buried underneath equipment. No one can answer the count of 10. Great stuff. Speaking of the World Heavyweight Championship, Jeff Hardy versus CM Punk, SummerSlam 2009 in a TLC match. My favorite rivalry of all time. Getting to watch this unfold week after week was really something special. And I love that CM Punk beats Jeff Hardy at his own game, being a TLC match. Really, really great stuff. I love this rivalry to death. And number 1, Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker, WrestleMania 25. I'm not even going to waste your time just telling you how great this match is. You know how great this match is. Quite simply, there has never been a match that I have rewatched more in my entire life. Period. End of story. It's great every time. Thank you guys so much for watching. I tried to keep this brief with my summaries, but just trying to tell you why each match is special to me and why it's on this list. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to comment if we want to talk about it more, like, and subscribe. Have a good night, guys. God bless.